So, hello and welcome to the earthquake prevention lesson. Today, we'll be talking about how to act in case of earthquake and what we can prepare in case of earthquake. So, that will be our earthquake prevention lesson. So, first, we'll go to the table of contents. So, the first, we'll be talking about risk and probability of earthquake because we are recording this from Paris, but you might not know why it's necessary to prevent or it's necessary to prepare against the earthquake. So we'll be talking about the risk and the probability. And next we'll be talking about prevention in daily life. So we know that you can't have like high tech technology that predict when earthquake happens. So we will be talking about how you can prepare in your daily life and how you can prevent the earthquake in your daily life. And thirdly, we were talking about secondary disasters. So I think many of you not don't know what is the actual risk of earthquake, why people actually die from earthquake. So the main reason of why people actually die from earthquake is one of the main reason is secondary disaster. So at third we'll be talking about that, and fourth we'll be more doing some activity. We'll be doing some more tangible preparation. So that will be creating a hazard map, and that will really help you to prevent earthquake, and that will be really helpful for your preparation. So first we'll be talking about risk and probability, and many of you might wonder why is it actually necessary to prevent. So earthquake don't happen every day. It's not really a common thing that happen for you, but we will be talking about why it is actually necessary to prevent earthquake. So the risk of earthquake has been rising for the past few decades, and many scientists or many people says that the number of earthquake is actually not decreasing. It's actually not increasing, and like it may be decreasing or it's stable, but the risk of earthquake have been rising actually. Even the number of earthquake is not rising. The risk is rising. Why? Because the risk is based on how much construction is there. For example, there's a lot of construction. There's a lot of tall building than few decades ago. That means that the risk have grown because if there's buildings or if there's constructions that might fall on you, and that is really dangerous and that's a great risk. So that's why we say that the risk of earthquake have been rising over a few decades. So, what can we do to prevent earthquake, and what can we do to prepare against those risks? That will be what I will be talking about. So that is the slide prevention in daily life. So it's earthquake prevention in daily life. So what you can do in case earthquake happens. So what you can right away do without high tech technology or without any knowledge, or just have this knowledge, is to drop down, cover your head, and hold on. So drop, cover, and hold. That will be three main things to do in case earthquake happens, and that will be three main easy things to remember. And what you can do like right now, what you can do pretty much easily or quickly when earthquake happens. So that will be the basic. So first, drop down. It's dangerous if you're standing up. You might fall on something. If you're standing up, you might fall. You might lose balance. So drop down and be take a stable position. After cover yourself, especially your head and neck, and if possible also your leg, because your leg you need it for escaping. Head you need it for your safety. Neck also the same reason as head. You also need it for your safety a lot. So protect your those parts of your body, head, neck, and leg, basically, because that will really help you in order to survive in earthquake. So your life is first. After, hold on. So hold on means like when you cover, I want you to cover like for example by the table or something like chair, table, desk, anything, so that you can cover your entire body if possible, so that you can cover your entire body or at least some part, or at least that things that can defend you from those risks. And you have to hold on to what covers you, because those things that covers you might fall, or those things that is protecting you might fall on you, and that makes another danger. So hold on to those things and make a stable position. But what to do if an earthquake happens when you're inside? So this is more of specific lesson about the what to do. So first, drop. obviously, as I said, drop, cover, hold on. This is the basic, and also stay inside. Don't go outside. Stay inside and don't move a lot. And take a stable position. As I said, move away from things that might fall on you, like bookshelf or like a vending machine or anything that might fall on you. And if yeah, and quickly move away after drop. As I said, drop, cover, and hold on. So for moving away, it will be about, if possible, quickly move away, because your life is first and you have to protect yourself firstly. So if possible, move away, and after drop, cover, hold on. This is the basics. This is three basic things, and you really need it to protect yourself from earthquake. But what to do if an earthquake happens when you're outside? So if you're outside, always, again, as I said, move away from those things that you think that might be destroyed, or that might fall on you. For example, there will be like some construction areas. Move away from those construction areas, because the things or the materials that is used in construction areas might fall on you, and that that might hit you, and that is really dangerous. So move away from those things. After go to open areas. This is the same reason as the first one, and going to open areas, you can prevent from things falling on you. After, stay away, as I said, it's a similar thing with move away. Stay away from things that might fall on you. As I said, it's really dangerous. So what can you do for preparation for an earthquake? It's a preparation, not a knowledge. So preparation means what you can do from before earthquake. So that will be really helpful. So take a backpack and put food supplies, like the examples in the slide, or hygienes, equipment, medical supplies. Put those things in your bag and just be ready in case earthquake happens, and in case of evacuation. Especially put hazard map. What I want to specify is that hazard map on the equipment, especially put those, or radio or portable lights, because you need information, and you need information. Also, radio can make you relax in case of earthquake, and also you can have some information, and yeah, those things are really important. Next, I want to talk about secondary disasters. Secondary disaster is something that happens after earthquake happens. So it's a consequence of earthquake, and it's an additional hazard of earthquake, as it written in the PowerPoint. For example, we can see that the hearth is burning, and so like fire is one of the secondary disaster that might happen after earthquake. So, for example, if the earthquake happens during lunchtime, the fire might go on something. The fire might go on some other, like paper or something. So that might cause fire during earthquake, and that's one of the secondary disaster. After, we can have economic class syndrome. I don't know if many of you know what economic class syndrome is, but economic class syndrome is when you don't move a lot, and when you're stuck in some places. So that might happen in airplane. That's why it's called economic class syndrome. Your blood circulation gets bad, and you have a risk of dying, or you have a risk of your life. So those risk, you have to be careful at those risks, and yeah, that's what secondary disaster is. And I feel like the lack of knowledge about secondary disaster is a lot. So in case earthquake happens, you have to know the secondary disaster, and you have to know this additional disaster that might happen in case of earthquake. Next, I'll be talking about hazard map. It's one of the activity that we will do after. So hazard map is an important thing for preparation and of against earthquake, and prevention of earthquake. So it will really help your life, and then it will help you of making decisions. So what is a hazard map? Hazard map is it illuminates areas that are affected or vulnerable to the earthquake. So as it written, to a particular hazard. So if so in this hazard map that you see in the slide, the darker the color goes, it means that the risk is more. The lighter the color goes, it means that there's lower risk. So, but how can we make a hazard map? But it's actually pretty easy than you think, to make a hazard map in your house. You just need to color darker the places that you think is dangerous. For example, near bookshelf or near refrigerator will be like purple or dark red, really dark red, because it's dangerous in case it falls down to you. So those places, you just have to color it. The places, if you have open spaces, will be like white. With the place that you think it's safe to go when if it happens, those places will be colored lightly and not like dark. So that is will be how to make your hazard map, and it's actually pretty easy to use next, so you can try, and that will really help you in order to prevent or in order to protect you from the earthquake. So, but also in hazard map, you can draw something like evacuation place. So, for example, the nearest maybe the nearest evacuation places you can write will be like the open space, so like the park, or like right the nearest open space that you can go in case an earthquake happens, because that will might be your evacuation places, or even check your cities, or check your regions evacuation places that government says that it's safe, and that will really help you to prevent earthquake. So that was our activity, and that was our lesson to how to make hazard map, and how to be protected, or how to prevent, or how to prepare from earthquake. So preparation, prevention, and knowledge is the most needed thing in order to protect yourself from earthquake. So thank you for listening to our lesson today, and thank you for listening. Thank you for viewing this video. Inside ICS has many interesting contents about our school. Thank you so much. For any further question, contact eBoucher at @ICS Paris FR. Thank you so much. Bye.